cash inflows for both projects. Now we will first identify what is the IRR for project 2. So for the project 2, we are having average cash inflows as 1,05,417, and the cash outlay of the project is 2,50,000 and 1,65,000. The total value of the cash outlay is 4,15,000 rupees. Now we will come to the 6 steps. As a first step, the formula we have to use is average cash inflows divided by cash outlay into 0.5 into 100. So already we have identified what is the average cash inflows divided by cash outlay into 0.5 into 100. So we are getting a percentage of 12.7. In the second step, the rate found in the previous step should be rounded up to the nearest integer and calculate the NPV using this rate. So in the first step we have got 12.7, so we are converting this as a 13%, and for the project 2 cash flows we are finding net present value using the 13% as the discounting factor. So from the present value factor table I have taken present value factor for 13%. So we are multiplying cash flow with the present value factor. So we are having present values as 4,72,374. The cash outlay of the project 2 is 4,15,000. So we are having a positive net present value of 57,374. Okay. The third step, the net present value found in step 2 divided by capital outlay. Capital outlay. So 57,374 divided by 4,15,000 into 100 into 0.5. We are arriving 6.91% as a result in third step. This will be rounded to the nearest integer, 7%. We are arriving. In the fourth step, the percentage found in the step 3 should be either deducted or added with the rate found in the step 2, depending upon the minus or plus sign of the net present value we found in the step 2. See, in the step 2 we have found 13%. The net present value is the positive one. Okay. In the third step we have found 7%. This 7% we have to add with the 13%. To make the decision whether to add or deduct, the decision we have to take based on the NPV of the second step. If the NPV of the second step is positive, we have to add. If the NPV of the second step is negative, we have to deduct. Now it is the positive NPV, so we are going to add 13 plus 7% equal to 20%. We are arriving in fourth step. In the fifth step, using the 20%, we have to identify the net present value for the project cash flows. So we are having a present values 4,14,354, and we are giving cash outlay as 4,15,000. So we are landing into negative net present value. Now there is a negative net present value and we are having a positive net present value. So definitely the IRR should be lying between these 2%, that is 20% and 13%. In between the IRR should be there, because according to the formula, what we saw in the formula, the discount rate that sets the net present value equal to 0. That is called internal rate of return. So remember this definition, that's very important. So now we have identified two rates, 20% and 13%, and we are having two net present value also. Using these details, we have to identify IRR. For this we have to use interpolation formula. Before using the interpolation formula, please try to understand the formula clearly. X equal to IRR we are going to find. X1 is the smallest discount rate, that is 13% we used. X2 is the highest discounting rate, that is 20%. Y1 is the net present value we found for the X1. Y2 is the net present value we found for the X2. And in the tail of the formula we are having Y minus Y1. Y1 already we have seen. Y equal to always 0. Y equal to always 0, because when X is the IRR, the net present value Y will always be 0 only, then only it is called IRR. Okay. So now in the interpolation formula we are going to fit all the details. X1 13% and X2 minus X1 20 minus 13 divided by Y2 minus Y1 minus 646 minus 57374. Here you should be very careful. There is a negative net present value. This with the negative sign we have to write here, and we are multiplying with 0 minus Y1, that is 57,374. Then we are arriving the IRR as 19.92%. So at this rate 19.92, the net present value of the project 2 will be 0. Okay. The same way I have seen for project 1 also. You can take note of this. First we are identifying average cash inflows divided by cash outlay, then we are having a percentage. In the second step we are going to round off the percentage we found in the first step. Using the rounded off percentage we have to identify the net present value, and in the third step, for the net present value found in the second step, we have to identify the percentage by dividing the capital outlay. We are having 5.21, so the 5.21 is rounded off to 5. In the second step we are having a positive net present value, so this 5% should be added with the 15% we found in the second step. So we are having 20% as the discounting factor, and we are arriving minus net present value in the fifth step. So now we are having a minus net present value and plus net present value, so we can easily fit the details in the interpolation formula and find the internal rate of return. So for the project 1, the IRR is 18.73. I have calculated the same in the Excel sheet. It is coming around 18.6%. So approximately it is 18.73 using these 6 steps we have identified. So again, you have to clearly understand the rate at which the net present value of the project will be equal to 0. That is called the IRR. That's why in the formula, in the place of y, we are putting 0, because when x is the IRR, the y is the net present value. So obviously the net present value for the x will be 0 only.